Hello, thank you for watching my video. This is a new series that I'm doing. I'm going to try out. This is called my EV Rapid Review. So a lot of my videos have been driving reaction, and I wait till the end to kind of give my opinion of it, but I figured I'd give a short video, and you kind of look at the outside of the car, look under the hood, things like that. So basically what I am standing beside right now is a 2015 Volkswagen e-Golf. This is a vehicle that was intended only for limited markets, and it is now available in most markets under the 2018 model year, and I know they've updated quite a few things. They've given it a bigger battery pack, more powerful electric motor, and I'm sure they've done some other refinements. Because my first impression about this car is that it does feel like a compliance vehicle. It's just things don't seem quite right, but I'll get onto that in a little bit. But first off, I think one of the biggest selling points of this car is how it looks, how the exterior of it looks. It is a very nice looking vehicle. I really like the wheels. I just like the style of the hatch. Particularly this white color. I really dig that. But probably the biggest thing about the exterior of this car is it looks just like a regular Golf. It doesn't scream battery or electric or trying to save the planet or anything like that. And there are a lot of people who don't want to be that face of like, hey, look at me. And especially something like the Nissan Leaf. The Nissan Leaf would be this car's closest competitor. And a lot of people do not like the way the Leaf looks. I personally do like the way. But, and sorry about all the noise going in the background. There's a drifting event happening, I believe, and dirt bikes. But, so the Nissan Leaf is this closest competitor. This vehicle was only sold as a top-end model. It has all the features. You couldn't get anything less. And it sold for a little bit more than the top-end Nissan Leaf. They had the same, basically, battery capacity, 24 kilowatt hours. Of course, that was upgraded on the Leaf around the time this vehicle was out. And they both have similar electric motors. The Leaf has an 80 kilowatt hour motor. This one I couldn't actually find a proper rating for it, but based on the horsepower that they give and just me driving it, I would say it's also an 80 kilowatt motor. So very similar performance. I think driving the way the driving characteristics are of it though, the car felt very heavy. The suspension is set quite slow, and it's just going into corners. It just felt like it was wanting to really lean left or right. Not to say that it didn't handle well, like in kind of the twisty roads, it did still handle fine. I never felt like there was an issue. It's just something that I wasn't really that big on. It wasn't really a big selling feature for me, let's say. It has 3 driving modes. It has normal, eco, and eco plus. Whenever you change that driving mode through a little button on the center console there, it basically just affects how the pedal goes. You also have 2 driving selection modes. You have D and B. In drive mode, the car will not regenerate any energy unless you put the brakes on. In B mode, it will, when you let go of the pedal, it will slow the car down considerably, almost to a stop, not completely to a stop, and to recapture that energy. In the Eco and Eco Plus mode, essentially what it does is it just modifies the accelerator. So the more when you press down, it doesn't give you as much energy. If you still put it right down to the floor, you still get that big boost. So there's no safety concern. But it's it's fine. It works all right. And I think looking at under the hood is kind of another interesting little adventure here as well. This is something that I really wasn't expecting, but the whole thing is I don't know what to think. Like, it looks very concept-like, or I'm going to use the word compliance here. It's kind of like they just threw it together out of parts they have. Like, they really didn't do a lot of thought on this model. I don't know if that affects it at all, but it's just kind of a strange under the hood, like having all these orange cables exposed up top here. Like, these high voltage cables cost a lot of money, and like manufacturers like Chevrolet and the second generation Volt, they started combining components on top of each other so you wouldn't have to have all those cables, just to try to reduce costs a little bit. And you have like a huge empty spot here on the front driver's side, and I don't know, the whole thing just it seems a little bit odd. And this is supposed to be a rapid review, so I'm going to get right to my full review of the vehicle. This car is an electric vehicle for people who don't want an electric vehicle. What I mean by that is everything in it is analog. Like the entire dash, like the gauge cluster, they're all analog. Even the battery, for the battery remaining, is a little analog meter, which is really odd. Like that's just something I really wasn't expecting, and honestly, I don't like it. In the Outlander plug-in hybrid, there's analog gauges, but they had a good mix of analog and digital. I could still get the information I needed from within the infotainment or that little center screen. This car, I actually couldn't get a lot of the information that I wanted, and that was a little bit disappointing. So, if you are a big German automotive fan, like you love their cars or you love Volkswagen, and maybe you just like how they're styled, because the inside of one is just, it reminds me of every other German vehicle I've been in, and you don't really care about all those cool digital features, then the e-Golf is probably a really good option. But if you are somebody who is really into tech, you like cool stuff, I don't think I could suggest this over a Nissan Leaf. I really don't. The Leaf, they sold a lot more of them. Their price it's less. I feel like it honestly drives better. It just feels like a much lighter car. So I hate to say it, but the 2015 e-Golf is just not my deal. I really, if you are considering buying an e-Golf, I think do yourself a real big favor and test drive a Leaf to compare, and just to make sure that your decision is a solid one. But otherwise, like mechanically though, like it did drive me here fine. There's no issues. I don't foresee it having any problems as well. So thanks for watching my EV rapid review. Look for some more of these coming up. Bye.